In 1813, American forces captured the town of York, what we now call Toronto. In a brutal act of war, they set fire to the government house and parliament buildings, leaving ashes where leadership once stood. The act sent shockwaves through British North America. It wasn't just an attack on buildings, it was an assault on the identity of a colony. From the coastal province of Nova Scotia, a response was prepared. And it would come not with negotiation, but with fire. At the helm was Major General Robert Ross, a decorated officer of the Napoleonic Wars, now tasked with justice.
Men, you've heard the stories. You've seen the smoke. They burned York. They torched her halls and parliament. Let them call it victory, but today we write history. We march, not for vengeance, but for remembrance. For every law scorched, every right ignored. We will not burn at random, but where power resides, we will strike. And should they stand in our way, they will feel the force of a disciplined army. March with me for order, for honor, and for York.
In August 1814, Ross's forces met American troops at Bladensburg. Victory came swift. The path to Washington lay open. By nightfall, the White House, Capitol building, and other federal structures were engulfed in flames. The very core of the American government stood in ruin, just as York had months earlier. A nation humbled, a message sent. But Ross would not live to see the war's end. At the Battle of North Point near Baltimore, he was struck by enemy fire. He died in the line of duty, an Irishman buried with full honors in Halifax, Nova Scotia. Though war once swept this land with fire and fury, time rebuilt what was lost. From the ashes of York rose Toronto, a city of light, culture, and resilience. If you walk its streets today, you can still feel the pulse of history. Don't miss Queen's Park and Ontario's legislative building, rebuilt near the original Parliament's site. A testament to survival, Fort York, the very ground where history was fought. Walk the past. Royal Ontario Museum, Rome, with artifacts from Indigenous culture to 1812 relics. The Distillery District, cobblestone charm meets modern art and coffee. CN Tower, a view from the top of a city that once burned and rose again. Toronto stands not just as a city, but as a story. From battlefields to city blocks, it reminds us that history lives not just in books, but in every street, every stone, and every story. Subscribe to discover more moments where the past meets the present.